This is not my usual setup. I didn't think I was going to be able to film any videos for a while because I had surgery earlier this week. I am stuck down here on my couch setup, so you get me just a little differently than usual, but I'm feeling a little better. So I spent yesterday watching all the new videos on the Fujifilm X-E5, and I want to start out by saying this because I was nervous to make a video about this because I know a lot of people are already hating about the price and a lot of things on it. And you know what? Then it's not the camera for you, and that's okay. You don't have to leave negative comments on every video you see about it just because you're mad about it. We're gonna leave that out there because I've seen a lot of people doing that on all the other videos, especially one person in particular who leaves the exact same comment, and people have started calling him out and saying, dude, you just leave this on every video because you're mad. Like, we get it, but you don't have to buy it. Anyway, so I originally did not think that the X-E5 was gonna be a camera I would want because I didn't think it was going to have the things that I needed. Now, I have mentioned before that the reason I have both the X-T50 and the X-M5 is because they do different things that I love and I wish that they were in one camera. And that's kind of what the X-E5 has become. So my plan, I did pre-order it at the camera stores near me, which who knows when that'll be. At that point, my plan is that I will sell both of these cameras to only have the X-E5 instead of both of these. That's my plan, at least. I do have some family members that are also interested, so I might see what they're interested in too. But let's go over kind of what my thoughts are. I think I've told you guys in a different video like why I like both of these differently. Now, the X-E5 is going to be similar in size to this Fujifilm X106. So the X-M5 is only slightly smaller than it, if you can see here. And it will have, I'm not getting it with the pancake lens because honestly, like if I want that focal length and everything, I already have it here with the X106, so I don't need that. It's more that I want an interchangeable lens, small camera that also has a screen so that I can take photos of my husband and I on vacation, which is the whole reason I got the X-M5, the whole reason. So the screen is one of the reasons, and I used this a ton on our recent trips where I would put it on a tripod and take photos, and it was great. I also do a lot of self-portrait stuff, so I like it for that. I don't actually use it for video, so the fact that it has IBIS really doesn't matter to me, to be honest. I don't do video. Even when I do YouTube, I usually film on my G7X, so it's not a big deal to me. If it has IBIS, fine that it does. I don't love that the X-M5 only has the 4 custom film simulations. It drives me insane. So I'm happy that on the new one, even though they still have the film simulation dial, and yes, it has the 3 customs with the recipes, I did get confirmation that you can still have the 7 custom ones in the queue menu, which is what I prefer anyway. So that will be in there, but it will have a screen that flips up, which I actually prefer those screens over these articulating ones anyway. So I'm happy about that. Now, it has the 40 megapixel sensor of the X-T50, which I like for the reason that it has the digital teleconverter. And yes, I'm aware that that is not a zoom, it's a crop. I'm aware of that. But as someone who is using these cameras, especially on vacation, so that I don't have to do any post-editing whatsoever, I love that I can just do it in camera. So like right now I have a 35-1.4 on this camera, and I love that if that's all I brought, but I wanted to get tighter and closer, I have this button mapped to be a digital teleconverter, and I can just use that and get closer in on my shots because I do use mostly prime lenses. So I've always thought, wow, it'd be really nice if my X-M5 was small but had that. I do like the fact that the X-E5 has a viewfinder, to be honest, because even though I don't always use the viewfinder, it is nice on really sunny days to have one. So that's again points for where this will have in that. I don't care that it doesn't have flash because I don't use flash. I only use it when I do wedding receptions, and that's an external flash anyway. So, although to be honest, I have used this a ton with its flash at wedding receptions, and it actually turns out really good. So that was, yeah. But those are kind of the reasons I want these in one. Now, like everybody else, I don't care for the film simulation dial. I really don't. Like, I think that was a little silly. I do think for the price, they should have given us some weather sealing. Or they should have had a lower price, because to be honest, that's the biggest issue I have with it, is it costs more than my X-T50, and I feel like my X-T50 is a better camera than it. I don't know. It was supposed to be more of an enthusiast camera, and now they've like priced it out of that, which I think is because they made the X-M5 the new enthusiast camera, I think. I don't work for Fuji, so I don't know. But that is my plan, that I would like to get the X-E5, and then I will sell both my X-T50 and my X-M5, because honestly, the X-E5 would be both of those in one for me personally. The smaller battery does not bother me one bit because I don't have issues with it. I always carry extras, but I love that all my cameras have the same battery except for my X-T4, and it has a giant one, so I'm okay with that. I don't need dual card slots. Again, this is mostly like for me for fun, my fun camera. But then I don't have to go on vacation and go, okay, well, which one am I gonna want more? Do I want the one with the little, that's smaller and has a screen that flips up? Or do I want the one that has more film simulations built in and I can use the digital teleconverter? That was the issue I was going with every time with these two cameras, and I want to fix that issue, which is what the X-E5 would do for me. I do wish it was cheaper. That's the issue I have, but it is what it is. But if I can sell both of these, that shouldn't be a problem for me. So, and then I'll still have my X106. My X-T4 is only used for professional shoots. I don't use that for my fun stuff because it's honestly bigger and bulkier, so that one is more for professional. And then I do have my X Pro 3, which I love. It's my fun camera. It's my, when I really just want to like not focus on looking at all the photos because I keep the screen hidden. That's my fun camera. But then, yeah, then I would just have the X-E5 and I would sell both of these. So that's my plan. Again, I know it's expensive. I'm aware of that. And I know that it's not a camera for everybody. I know that too. But I personally think that it is actually going to solve a lot of the issues that I had, that I wanted it for. But basically why I have to choose between these two all the time. So anyway, that's my thought. Like I said, I'm not gonna be getting the new pancake lens. I already have this 18 f2, which I have been loving, even though it's slow and noisy. And then my other favorite is this 35-1.4, which I also love, and it's also small. Those are my two golden solid lenses. Honestly, I could probably take the X-E5 with those two lenses on vacation, and then this as well. And that's all I would need to take, and that's still a pretty small setup. This camera goes with me everywhere, but I do love having the flexibility of a camera with interchangeable lenses for more portrait style looks and things. So yeah, my X106 goes with me everywhere, but I still want the X-E5 to have, because like I said, I want to have an interchangeable lens camera as well, which is why I always had these, and I would like to sell these and get just one. So yay. I don't know, I'm a little loopy this week. Please bear with me. This is not my normal. Yeah, but hopefully I'll be back up to filming my normal videos soon. I do have one that I'm editing that I'm really excited about, but it's taking a lot of editing. My husband actually helped me with this one, and I'm hoping the filming went well. It was a little more challenging, but I'll be uploading that hopefully soon.